put this on.
Cheers.
And so the first one is, I'm assuming you're a bit of a funny one in your group of friends.
Oh.
That's an easy one for you to start with.
Yeah,
you be honest.
Yeah. You're a bit stupid.
No, that's not what it says. I'm assuming you're a bit of a funny one in your
What's
group
a
of
funny
friends.
one? As in like funny ha-ha?
I don't know, a funny one. What would you say about that?
Well,
I
it depends.
probably am.
It depends which way. I mean, I don't know, like, if you're talking like an American, you'd probably say funny as in ha-ha. When we say funny, it might be a bit like sarcastic. Do you know what I mean?
Can you just
start
answer the
again?
question? Why have you got to be so long with your answer?
I really didn't know what you meant.
Just answer the question. Hey guys, we are here back with another vlog, and we've got a visitor who's very cold because I like my bedroom cold.
Freezing.
I'm going to give credits to where I saw this because it's not my idea. I think it's Saffron Baker or Barker. She did a vlog in the car with her mum, and she basically did assumptions about her that people had obviously wrote about her, but her mum answered them. So I am copying, but that is where I got my idea from. But I just wanted to say that, yeah, it wasn't my idea. So all credits to her. Go watch hers if you want. I'm going to say what people have wrote on my question box because I wrote this on Instagram and loads of people give me assumptions, okay? And I'm going to be very transparent. I'm going to read some that I don't like at all. But you're going to answer them, yeah?
Right, okay. You could have given me a clue what they were before I started.
No, I haven't given her a clue, guys. I've not read her anything. Assuming you're a bit of a funny one in your friend group.
Yeah, you are funny, as in laughing, ha-ha, yeah.
Yeah, I'm funny. I am. Everyone's always laughing
she's
at
very
me.
giggly. And yes, you are very giggly.
Yeah.
And you're always, like, being silly.
Correct. I would agree with that. Yeah, I suppose I'm not actually funny. I think people laugh at me, or they laugh at me laughing.
You've got a very loud laugh.
Yeah.
Very noisy. You laugh at
I laugh at everything. People are always like, it's not even funny, and I'm just like laughing. That's just what I'm like. Okay, I did not want to read this, but it literally says possible lesbian.
What?
Okay, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, no, she definitely isn't.
Definitely not, no.
Who thought you was a lesbian?
I mean, I feel like I've had that a lot because of the sport I'm in. People do just automatically think that. I think we are stereotyped. A lot of females in this sport are stereotyped.
I mean, if you chose to be, you chose to be, but you know.
But I'm not.
No.
I'm definitely not, no. You don't take failure very well.
No, you don't take failure very
No,
well.
I don't.
There is no second place.
That is true.
Second place never won a race.
If I was to lose something, I'd probably cry, do you reckon?
No, I think you'd just be really angry.
Angry.
You're more likely to cry when you win, but when you lose, you just go into a bad mood. You don't lose this sport very often, but
True.
You've lost a few things, I guess.
Next one. Even though you got a meal, you're still humble, down to earth person.
Yeah, still exactly the same. Still won't look at a bank account.
Yeah. Guys, I have anxiety about looking at my bank account, and I'm sure a lot of other people do, but yeah, money will never, hopefully never change me. Never. You beat up your brothers whenever you want.
Definitely not. No.
Not
She's
anymore.
bossy, very bossy, but there's no beating up in our house. No, it's
we don't fight.
It'd be very dangerous to fight in our house, actually.
It would, because
nobody
very
fights in our
good.
house. Not within the confines of the house. I even get nervous when they play fight. That's
when
to be
you're
honest.
there.
Yeah, when you it's people are a bit competitive and it can get a bit rough, so no
we don't
fighting.
fight though.
No.
We never fight. Even in the gym when we train, we never kill each other.
No physical fighting though. It's
okay. You're actually very shy and not nearly as outgoing as you appear on camera / videos.
very true. You have your moments, but I would say yes, people see this side of you that's on camera and everything else. Not that long ago, she would put like that dog face tongue
The
in ears
Snapchat filter that was on years ago.
on her face every time she took a picture or put a picture on, and it used to really upset me actually that she was so like self-conscious and insecure that she would do that, and she didn't see what I saw and what most people see, which is she is very naturally beautiful.
I look like my mom.
And I think you found that a little bit more now, because you can go on camera
looking like a mess.
You don't put any makeup on, you are just you, that's it. Yep, I am what I am, basically.
That is true, and I get that from you, because you've always been like that. No, you've always been like that. You say like you don't need to put makeup on, you don't need to do fillers, and I don't filter any of my photos, so I don't like even have any of the apps. So any photo I put on Instagram, there's 0 filter on it. There's like no app editing on them, and I feel like it actually gives me more anxiety when I edit a photo and upload it if it doesn't look like me, because then when people see me in person they're like, what the hell? I'd rather people just know what I look like. And
well, yeah, thinking about that, you would get more anxiety, so that's why you don't do it, isn't it? Somebody did actually write a comment once on one of your bikini photographs when you were sat on the side of the pool in Dubai, and they put like, yeah, well, filter on it, and I was just like, I
guarantee she replied, because
I don't comment very often, but I did reply, because I was like, actually, that is her. There is no filter on that. Yeah.
Okay. You only find men who can fight attractive?
No, definitely not. I think you'd have to. Gosh, you're very fussy anyway, aren't you? So it's hard to know, but I know that you've always said you're not looking for a fighter.
There you go.
I'm not saying that you wouldn't go out with a fighter, but you're not.
I've always kind of said like I would prefer not a fighter. I don't know why I've always said that, but
I think that's connected with like obviously being around people that like doing the same sport, involved in the same thing, you know, and it just becomes probably too much sometimes. But I don't think you'd say you'd totally rule it out, but it's not something that's a necessity, is it?
No.
But I think a strong man or a strong character, certainly somebody who's physically strong would. She's
like listing her ideal man here.
Yeah, I'm probably thinking about me.
No,
it'd be no good having a weak person for you, because you know you would feel too strong, and even though you're very physically strong and everything, and mentally strong, you still want somebody that's able to be physically strong and emotionally strong as well, I suppose, so that you don't feel like you're having to carry somebody.
So that I can let go with that masculine energy.
Yes, yes.
I don't want to be the masculine one.
Yes.
But guys these days.
But good luck with that one anyway.
The hell? I am a bit hard work, but worth it. Definitely worth it. You won't date someone shorter than you. There's loads of date ones on it. Yeah,
I'm sorry, but that's probably true.
Yeah.
It always feels like you are 5'8.5" you are in UK measurements, I guess.
Yeah.
That is. And if you put heels on, that makes you a whole lot taller. And I suppose also again, when you're strong and physical and you're quite well built and everything, you kind of standing next to somebody who's a lot smaller would be a bit.
For me, it doesn't really like. I don't really like that. It needs to be someone taller than me for sure. Yeah.
Never say never, but that's what's in your head. I know that. Yeah.
Although you hit like Ivan Drago from Rocky IV, Drago, you're a girly girl at heart.
Yes, very girly. Yeah.
Well,
actually, to say very girly, you have a.
I am a bit of a tomboy, but I have a very girly side.
You do have a girly side, don't you? But you do mix casual dress like jeans and nice tops. But you still like your makeup and your hair done and stuff, don't you?
I do. You're a big family girl.
Yeah, she's a very big family girl. Fortunately. We wouldn't have her any other way, would we?
No. You'll eventually forget about professional fighting and become a YouTube star.
No.
There you go.
I think that's in her blood through and through. And she's always... one question I always asked you when you were young was, because I needed to know really whether it was something that she was doing to make a living, or you know, whether she didn't feel like she couldn't do anything else. And I always try to reassure you that, you know, you will be able to do anything that you set your mind to. You do not have to be a fighter or anything. So I feel that you know, I used to ask you, if you become a millionaire now, a multimillionaire, would you still fight? And that very quickly answer was always yes, I'd still fight. So
That's true.
I would still say
Still very true.
You won't fight forever, obviously, because, you know, you want to have family and things like that one day. But I've probably answered another question now, if there's one like that. I don't know.
Maybe. There might be. She is impossible to date.
Why? As long as you'll have a giggle and a laugh and don't take life too serious, then no, you're not impossible to date, are you?
I don't really let a lot of people in, do I? But
one thing I would
I'm
say,
not
though,
undateable.
is
I'm impossible to
no,
date.
You're not on the undateables list yet, but
Not yet.
you're not
I'm
gonna
getting
know,
close.
You're not going to get on that show.
You are very private. That's a controversial one, isn't it? 'Cause people think, oh, I'll let you answer it. This is your this is your assumption. You are very private.
Yeah, I think you are quite private.
Yeah.
I think you are. You don't tell everybody what's going on in your business or anything like that. You're not a gossip, are you? So
No, but people would probably think they know a lot because I do things like YouTube and they see me on Instagram all the time. They probably think they know my life when actually...
yeah, there's a whole lot more to your
They don't
life,
know
isn't there?
a lot.
We don't put everything on show. But what they do see is quite genuine. That is you. We laugh when we watch it ourselves when you're away and that, and it is just the way you are.
Yeah.
Exactly you. But there's a lot more to you as well. Anyway.
You are scared of spiders.
She is terrified of spiders, yeah. And
Anything that crawls, really, but spiders are like the worst.
any insects really. You're not very good with, are you? I don't know where that comes from. I can't remember a specific occasion when you were young.
It comes from you.
Well, no, because I'm
My
not
mum used to be
that-
like super scared of moths.
Oh yeah, I had.
Then we had a pet frog and she had to like deal with crickets and live crickets and things like that, so she
I
got used to
over
it.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I conquered my fears, and I've tried to get Dakota to do that, but she's not got there yet. I once walked into, this is like something that I've never talked about, but I once walked into
Mum, I know what
this
you're gonna say
bedroom.
as well.
It was shaped a different way at that time, different layout and everything, but she had wardrobes on the side. And then I heard her screaming, and I mean like screaming like for her life. So I flew out of bed. I was still half asleep. It was pitch black. I walked into it, ran into her bedroom thinking what the hell's going on. I couldn't see her on the bed. And then I looked up and she was clinging to the top of the wardrobe. How she got up there, I have no idea. But she was screaming that there were spiders all over the bed and the floor, and obviously clearly there wasn't, but it took me a while to coax her off the top of the wardrobe. That's
like
only
that's
one
happened.
occasion, and that's happened many times. It's like if she sees a spider, it's like the whole house knows about it, and then it's like, oh no.
And it
she's
has
gon-
to be
she's
gone
gonna
until I
have
can go back in that
nightmares.
room. And yeah, I'll probably have nightmares once I've seen it.
And there has been times when I've lost it, and I did tell you that I'd caught it and put it outside when it had actually escaped. Was still in the bedroom. But don't have a nightmare tonight because of that. Because it wasn't recent. Definitely not. Next. Moving on.
It's difficult to maintain a regular social life because of your profession.
Yeah, it's very difficult. I think it's really hard, isn't it? It's hard for people to understand that, you know, going out, even if you're not drinking, going out and meeting and having late nights just totally throws out your routine, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
So for you, it's just lunches and maybe...
And it's also hard, especially when I'm in camp, like to fit around my friend's schedule. I feel like they can't always fit around me, and I struggle to fit around them. So
yeah, I think that is definitely a difficult one. It's difficult to retain friendships outside of the sport, you know, because just people's lifestyles are very different rather than a cocktail. Is that what someone assumes about
there
you?
you go, my mum's. Which one was that?
No, it was up down there somewhere. You prefer a pint rather than a cocktail? No, definitely not.
You can't drive. I can drive. I'm going to answer that one. I am a good driver. I'm a bit of a daredevil.
Right, I was going to say actually, yeah.
I'm a bit of a need for speed.
Yeah. Just let's say something. I am not the greatest of passengers when Dakota's driving. She hates me being in the passenger seat. She tells me to get in the back seat, and I'm still not a good passenger.
True. A kind and protective sister.
Very. Yes, you are. I think oh yeah, I think they're all three of them are really protective of each other. So yeah, woe betide somebody said something about,
what the hell is that?
Never mind, it doesn't matter. Anyway.
Them words are way too big for me.
If yeah, they're very.
She didn't even try and explain because she knows me. She's like, yeah, whatever.
Definitely very defensive of each other.
Yeah, very, very dedicated athlete.
Yes, very dedicated. She had her moments over the years when it was like up and down, and then it was like, no, this is what I want and this is what I'm going to do, and went for it. And yeah.
Yes.
And now, absolutely, 100%. When there's comments like what was said in, I think Santos said it in the face-off. She said that you were more bothered about your looks than you were about anything else.
Yeah.
At that point, I thought, you've totally underestimated her. You're in trouble. Because I
that
know
is
more
not
than
the
anybody
case.
that she's totally not like that.
Okay, yeah,
Can
we
you
would
read
make a
that
great
one?
couple. Oh, I read it, I just ignored it. We would make a great couple.
Assumption, I'm like, no.
You've not even seen them yet?
No.
Okay, last one I will read is, out of the cage, I reckon you are quiet and not confrontational at all. Also very girly.
Yeah, so you are definitely not quiet. You're not quiet.
No, around my people I'm comfortable with, around you guys,
you're
I'm
not
very
quiet
loud.
around us, yeah, or friends, everybody.
I wasn't
knows
quiet
she's
yesterday,
loud.
was I? Because I didn't train,
No.
so everyone was like, shut the hell up.
She's not in anyone's faces. You're not full of yourself. You're not loud.
I don't try and fight people.
And you're not confrontational now.
I don't like to argue, really.
Defensive, but
I'm good at
definitely
arguing,
not
but I don't like to
confrontational.
argue.
You think you're good at arguing, but you're not actually that good.
We'll see about that next time.
I'm better, actually.
But yeah, I'm not confrontational at all. I don't like to argue. I don't like drama. I think that's probably why I have like hardly any friends. Just keep myself to myself.
Yeah, you're not one.
To be honest, before I come home this time, there was a little bit of like
drama
bickering around me, wasn't there? And I was just like, I'm getting out of here, and just flew home.
Yeah,
I'm just not. I just don't like to argue with people, and just want to be friends with everyone.
Yeah,
and
Dakota does tend to run away from situations and just like, oh yeah, there's only so many places you can run. At some point, you've got to just face
the music,
the daily drama, and get on with it. Life is not just a bed of roses.
It should be, but it's not.
No, it definitely isn't.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video.
She sprung it on me, so I wasn't prepped.
I did. I literally told her like 2 minutes before the video. But yeah, thank you for putting your assumptions on my Instagram. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all on the next one.
Bye bye.